The Meiji Restoration turned Japan into a modern state with industrial capability and military might. Farming was still recovering from a feudal system. Rich landlords controlled Japanese farmland. Tenant farmers lacked the resources to modernize as demand for rice increased with population growth. Conquest of Korea and Formosa resulted in increased food imports. As calls for democracy increased, there was a rise in militarism and ultranationalism. This stifled democracy and increased the role of the central government. Japan had invaded Siberia against the Bolsheviks and China against Chiang Kai shek's attempted unification. Japan became increasingly focused on obstructing Asian neighbors. Food became a rationale for invasion. Mongolia and Manchuria could be conquered, then 1 million farmers, some 20% of the Japanese farm population, would be moved to China and Mongolia. The resettled farmers could then use Chinese labor to increase output of rice and soy. That would be step one to create a maritime empire. The Great Depression caused massive pain in the US, then Europe, and beyond. Economic depression started in 1926 in Japan, including financial bankruptcies and bank runs. Exports declined, followed by trade manipulation to sell goods abroad. Economic issues intensified after the Great Depression made its way to Japan. Mass unemployment led to social unrest. Many unemployed men joined the military. It was called the Mukden Incident in 1931, a pretext to invade Manchukuo. A Japanese infantry regiment used dynamite to blow up one of their railroad lines in Manchuria and blamed the Chinese. This was their excuse to occupy Manchuria, creating the Japanese puppet state of Manchukuo. That left Japan diplomatically isolated, and they withdrew from the League of Nations. With the encouragement of government, some 850,000 Japanese farmers resettled in Manchukuo, followed by army-owned industries. Japan invaded China in 1937, beginning a long-term war against both Chiang Kai shek and Mao Zedong. The capital of Nanjing was captured, then turned into the Nanjing Massacre as 200 to 300,000 people were killed, both surrendered troops and civilians. Women were raped and then murdered, and whole families were killed. A new puppet state was created. In total, 20 million Chinese were estimated to be killed during World War II. Indochina included Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, with French missionaries discovering its riches, including rubber, oil, and cash crops, which the French exploited. The Japanese Empire perspective required an imperial invasion, which happened in 1940. In response, America cut off their oil supply. The Japanese would respond against the US. The Japanese planned a surprise attack on Hawaii in response, expecting a weak America to negotiate immediately. That didn't work out as planned. It's back to FDR's America in response to war, next time on Food History and Mystery.